Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal newspaper headline. So, first of all, NFL player collapses during game, administrated CPR. Next, Tesla misses a yearly delivery target. Next, McCarthy bid for speaker teeters ahead of Tuesday vote. Next, tourism factories fight over power. Next, bosses pay up to keep staff. Next, Kivik rockets kill dozens of troops at a Russian base. Next, it's hard to write a book, harder to get people to the book signing. Then I comes to page number 2 in that US news section. Under that, wages surge for workers who stay put. Next, economic calendar for in that purchasing managers index data is coming on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Federal Reserve data is coming. Next, manufacturing PMI data, job opening data is coming on Wednesday. On Thursday, unemployment benefits data is coming, and November's trade form flows coming. Next, on page number 4, Friday, December jobs report data is coming, services PMI data is coming. Then next, robust job market, pay growth show sign of cooling. Next, on US you watch in that police seek motive in machete attack. Next, vehicle fallout cliff for critical injured. Next, three workers killed as scaffolding scaffolding failed. Next, actor severely hurt while plowing snow. Next, on page number 3 in that new state law will focus on abortion cash bail. Next, cost implied offshore wind build out. Next, supervised drug uses sites face key momentum. Next, over 24,000 bills were passed by state lawmakers in the US in 2022. Next, storm system that flooded California threatens more states. Then I comes to page number 4 in that US news section. Under that, dividend government makes it returns. Next, Senate map leans Republican in 2024. Next, McCarthy wise for support. Next, House GOP plan to make changes to ethic investigation office. Next, on page number 5 in US news section. Under that, magazine to revamp parts of law school ranking. Next, key raw materials stockpile gets boost. Next, on page number 6 in that US market news, in that Jan 6 realtors are convicted at a high rate. Next, debate over TikTok ban enters heartland politics. Next, Tesla falls short on deliveries. Next, on page number 7 in that world news, under that section, Australia says China travelers must test. Next, New Year COVID-19 alarm sounded. Next, businesses adjust as controls. And next, XI acknowledges policy caused pain. Next, cannot hear voices on TV. Then on page number 8 in that one world news, in that North Korea pledges to boost arsenal. Next, nuclear assets at issue in US South Korea joint drills. Next, Kiwi hits occupied city in east. Next, on page number 9 in that the world news section. Under that, Pope to pesticide over funeral. Next, Benedict's death silences conservative church voice. Next, on page number 10 in from page 1 in that author see empty book events. Next, Europe's fight over power. Next, on page number 14 in the sports section. Under that, Bill's Hamlin collapses on field. Next, explore the breadth of your WSJ digital benefits. Then on page number 15 opinion section in that let an FBI agent lead the FBI. Next, go you chicken fat go. Next, the world according to Tom Cotton. Next, when Pele meet the public at Chart House. Next, with next on page number 16, opinion section under that unhappy new tax year. Next, pretty good year for America. Try again. Next, Jimmy Lai would not get his lawyer. Next, Netanyahu intolerant coalition partners. Next, financial math does not add up for hospitals. Next, the authorization model expected history's dustbin. Next, the Supreme Court and the struggle for political power. Next, Pope Benedict XVI 1927 to 2022. Next, why we did not just more move on page number 17 in opinion section under that America is too divided. Next, pluralist versus zealots. Next, are vaccines fueling new COVID variants? Next, New Year's can be humbling. Resolve to keep it that way. Next, on page number 18 in world news section under that, Syria says Israel missile shut airport. Next, leader tightens Brazil gun laws. Next, two Palestinians killed in West Bank. Next, on page number 19 in that, thousands gather to honor Pele. Next, at least 51 deaths including 19 missing. Next, looted sarcophagus is returned by US. Next, tour helicopter collide, king kills 4. Next, gang leader escapes in deadly prison riot. On page number 19 in business and finance section under that, investors brace for market turmoil. Next, Southwest resumes schedule processes refund. Next, big banks expect recession and pivot Fed pivot. Next, shift to EV spur plant building boom. Next, GE turns to shedding power business. Then on page number 20 in business and finance activity in that, West Sanofi shows airlines need a major technology update. Next, carrier resumes schedule. Next, products for every need and everyone. Next, EV spur boom in building. Next, on page number 21 in business news section under that, Twitter accused of failure to pay rent on office. Next, pizza chains race to hire drivers. Next, business disruption. Vane has some industrial see post COVID return to normal. Next, on page number 22 in business and technology section under that, Mackie's boss on trying to break groupthink. Next, on next, GE turns focuses to more unit. Next, crypto magnates trade barbs online over lenders freeze. Next, on page number 24 in business and finance section that startups and bruising 2022 face a author different year. Next, on page number 27 in market section under that, US stocks saw nearly no record highs. Next, big banks expect recession. Next, rules on disclosure of risk related to climate expected to be finalized. Next, investor brace for turmoil. Next, $18 billion outflow from mutual ETF tracking take through numbers. Next, on page number 28 in that Heard and Street section under that, global trade is shifting, not reversing. Next, healthy could get worse of looming downtown. Next, rookie traders call it quit, loved ones are released. Next, on page number 29 in that year end review and outlook in that, big tech stocks fall from glory. Next, threats of a further route linger for bonds. Next, coming next week. Next, China's stock. Next, on page number 13, that Russia's invasion of Ukraine and splintered world oil market. Next, big tech stocks fall from glossary 59%. Next, on page number 31, in that forecast for China stocks improves. Next, after Muni bond bloodbath, hopes are muted. Next, bondholders optimism exists. Feds. Next, on page number 42, in that goals prospects hingy on Fed moves. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.